If you run a marketing agency, you know the feeling, right? A dozen different logins, subscriptions that are just bleeding you dry, and a tech stack that feels like it's held together with duct tape and a prayer. But what if you could turn all that chaos into a streamlined, recurring revenue machine? All right, let's get into it.
I mean, this is the universal pain point for so many of us. You're juggling a CRM over here, a funnel builder over there, an email platform, scheduling software. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And every single tool has its own cost, its own learning curve, and its own special way of not talking to the others. It's just so inefficient, and honestly, it's exhausting.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this whole thing down. We'll start by exploring that tech maze most agencies are totally lost in. Then we'll introduce a unified platform called Go High Level, or GHL. We're going to dive deep into its automation engine. And then, this is the big one, we'll reveal the game-changing white label model that could literally redefine your entire business. Okay, so first things first, let's put a name to that monster in the closet, your fragmented, and let's be honest, very, very expensive tech stack. Does this look familiar? It's what I call the Frankenstein's monster of software. You've got one tool for your customer relationships, another one for building out sales funnels, a third for email, a fourth for texts, and hey, maybe even a fifth or sixth for scheduling and hosting courses. Each one is a separate bill, a separate system you have to manage. It's a mess. And the cost? It's no joke. I mean, listen to this Reddit user. They were looking at HubSpot, and it was going to be $3,000 a month. And even if you're not using one big tool like that, piecing together a bunch of cheaper tools can easily add up to the same insane amount, just draining your profits before you even get to the client work.
Okay, so that's the problem, and this is where Go High Level, you'll hear it called GHL, enters the picture. It was literally designed to solve this exact problem of tech bloat and crazy high costs by putting everything into one single place.
So what is it really? Well, at its core, GHL wants to be the single operating system for a marketing agency and for all of its clients. Think about it. It combines the functionality of dozens of popular tools into one subscription, all under one login.
And this quote just brilliantly lays out the value. This user, Medal of Honor 15, they absolutely nail it. You replace that scattered mess of tools, and boom, you immediately slash your monthly software bills. And because everything is integrated, you get way more efficient, which helps you drive more revenue. It's a total win-win.
Now let's talk about how the pricing works, because it's actually pretty smart. This analogy from a user is perfect. Think of it like a car. You pay one flat monthly fee for the platform itself, that's the car. Then, the things you actually use up, like sending emails and text messages, that's the gas. And the gas you use, well, that's on you. It separates the cost of the software from the cost of using it.
But here's the thing. GHL is way more than just a box of tools. Its real power, the secret sauce, is how it connects everything together using a feature they call workflows. This is where you go from just having tools to having a fully automated system.
You know, it's one thing to have a funnel builder and an email tool sitting inside the same platform. That's cool. But how do you make them actually talk to each other seamlessly to create these powerful automated sequences? Well, the answer is workflows. And look, let's be real for a second. The workflow builder can look pretty intimidating when you first open it up. YouTuber Jason Whaling puts it perfectly here. He says they're scary and overwhelming. And it's true. But that same complexity, that flexibility, is exactly what lets you build these incredibly sophisticated automations that you just couldn't do before without custom code or a mess of different apps zapping things back and forth.
So, what can you actually build with this thing? Well, check out this wild real-world example from a user. Step 1, a lead fills out a survey. Step 2, that data is automatically sent to an AI, like Chatgpt, to calculate a custom quote on the spot. Step 3, GHL then generates a form showing that exact quote. And finally, step 4, it emails the quote to the lead, complete with links to pay and book a call. The entire process is completely hands-off. It connects surveys, AI, forms, email, payments, all in one flow. Insane.
Okay, so we've seen that GHL can replace your tools and automate your processes. That's huge. But now we get to the part that completely changes the business model for agencies, and that is the ability to white label the entire platform.
This right here, this is the core concept. Just imagine taking this powerful all-in-one platform and just slapping your own brand all over it. Your logo, your domain, your colors.
You're no longer just a company that uses software, you are now a company that sells software.
So yeah, this is what white labeling is. Go High Level does all the hard work in the background, all the development, the updates, the bug fixes, while you get to present this polished, branded software as a service or SaaS product directly to your clients. You literally become a tech provider overnight.
And here's the business model in a nutshell. It's so simple and powerful. You pay Go High Level one flat fee for their agency plan. And from there, you can create and sell an unlimited number of client accounts under your own brand at whatever price you want. It's an incredibly scalable model.
So how does this actually work in practice, right? How do you manage all your clients when you're technically selling them your own software? Well, GHL creates two totally separate views, one for you, the agency, and one for your clients. Okay, so from your agency cockpit, you basically have God mode. You can see and manage every single client sub-account, you can deploy templates, handle the billing, control all the branding, but your client? They log into a simple, clean dashboard that has your logo on it. All they see are their tools and their data. And the best part? When they need help, they call you, the software provider. Not high level.
And one of the keys to making this whole thing scalable is a feature called Snapshots. Now think of a snapshot as like a complete business in a box for a specific niche, like a real estate agent or a dentist's office. It has all the funnels, all the email campaigns, all the automations they need pre-built by you. You build it once, and then you can deploy it to a new client with a single click. Game changer.
So, when you put all of this together, the unified platform, the crazy automations, and the white labeling, it really forces you to ask a pretty fundamental question about the future of your agency.
Adopting this model isn't just a small tweak. It fundamentally transforms your business. You stop chasing one-off projects and start building predictable, monthly recurring revenue. Your clients become sticky, right? Because their whole marketing operation is running on your software. You're no longer just a service they hire. You become a utility they literally can't turn off.
This, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. It's about building a real business asset that generates income month after month, creating stability and immense value for your agency that goes way beyond what a traditional service retainer ever could. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world where services can be easily copied and commoditized, what would it mean for your agency's future if your most valuable asset was the proprietary software platform that you provide to your clients?